Hey guys, welcome back to the Retro Basement Arcade. I'm going to be showing off some of the premium features of my virtual pin from Xtreme Gaming Cabinets. Wanted to talk about some of the upgrades, some of the things that I did that were upgrades for me, but that won't be upgrades for you if you were to buy one today that they've just made standard. So I'm going to start at the top machine, work my way down, and talk about some of the things that you get. So this is a premium virtual pinball machine. With all their machines, they do allow you to pick your own artwork. They have artwork that you can go look at. They're putting up some catalogs. They've started doing that with some of the machines and things, which is nice. You can find stuff on YouTube. You can have your own artist develop stuff for you. You can do your stuff yourself and send it to them and they'll print it for you. So that comes standard with every machine. But the first upgrade I'll talk about, like I said, I'll start at the top, is the video topper. So let's zoom in on that a little bit. As you can see, up here, the Perspex topper has a video screen in it for topper videos. Working our way down, the beacons that are on there, those are standard beacons. They come with every machine. I believe they do, if you request it, you can get the spinning beacons rather than the flashers. I know they've done that on some other machines. I don't think they list that as a feature, but I know they have done it on some other machines. The next upgrade I did, well, it's not, these aren't in order, so kind of talk about that, but working our way down is the blower fan. You see that hole right there on the top of the back box. There's about 50, maybe 52, 53 games that used off to control the blower fan. The two that work just standard, the only two pinballs that ever had one, I believe, are Twister and Whirlwind. And they had big fans on the top of it. Man, when you were in an air-conditioned arcade back in the 90s, when those things would kick off, sometimes it was cold. They would really blow the snot out of you. This is not like that. This, you hear it, and then you feel it. And you feel the breeze on your face pretty much. I'm 5'9", and it hits me right in the face. If you're taller, it's gonna hit you in the neck or the top of the chest. My wife is only 4'9", and she doesn't feel it at all. It goes right over top of her head. So I'm sure there's something you could do to mod that. If you're a shorter person and you want to seal it, you could 3D print a little bent nozzle or something to aim the air down. But it's pretty cool, and especially when you come across a game that's not supposed to have a blower fan in it, or didn't in the original machine or the user created table, and all of a sudden that thing comes on for the first time and gets you. It's pretty cool. The next upgrade that I did was the Xtreme DMD. Now, back when I ordered, the DMD was a split screen. So you had topper videos above and then the standard DMD below. They have done away with that because everybody was ordering the Xtreme DMD. So that's just now part of it. When you order, you don't have to upgrade to that. Next upgrade that I did was probably the plywood cabinet. You can't really see that here. I'm not going to take the machine apart to show you, but instead of an MDF cabinet, I upgraded to a plywood cabinet. Outside of that, I also did the Titan package, which gets you the 144 hertz screen, which is absolutely gorgeous. I hope this is showing up as well in the video as it does in person. I mean, there is no lag at all between the flipper and the balls. The Titan package has a Ryzen 9. I think it's 32 gigs of RAM if I remember correctly, and a 3080 RTX graphics card. And I mean to tell you, there is no lag at all on the machine. Let's see, another upgrade that I did that you won't have to do if you're ordering a machine today is I upgraded to 10 solenoids. When I first ordered, 8 was the standard. They have since added the 10, and there's also a knocker solenoid up in the back box. So that is up here. It's right up in here behind the back box. So if you get a free game or if you have a credit that takes it, the knocker solenoid will go off and you'll hear it. So another upgrade I did was a VR drive. Can't really physically show you that. Actually, I can. I can put it back here. Let's see. There we go. I can show you that. So the VR drive. I have not done anything with this yet. That'll be coming up in a future video. We'll be looking at that, as well as the kind of quasi hokey blue amber 3D thing that that you can do as well. It's I don't have the extra button. Daryl now includes a button. I think it's F12 you hit on a keyboard to put it into that mode. So one of the future videos I'll do is probably show adding a button to the machine to do that. If I like it, I'm going to play with it first. If I don't like it, or I might not do it. So I did that upgrade. As you can see down here on the floor, the add-on control panel goes to the 2-in-1. This is a 2-in-1 with the Hyperspin drive. Now, when you're playing on, let's get out of here. When you're playing on these games, everybody gets these. When you go into here, all of these games, you can see there's puts a nice marquee video up there, and every pinball machine comes with these. I think there's 80 some games. Actually, it's 75. Tells you right there, 75 games. And these are MAME games. And you can play them. You don't need to buy the 2-in-1 control panel. You add a joystick, and you can play them. So that is something everybody gets. But I added I think it's a 2 terabyte drive that goes with the machine that I'll be doing another video on that, and some of the differences between the joypad and the 2-in-1 panel that you see down there on the floor. And then those games play up on the back box. So you would think it's maybe a little bit far away, but I have done some playing with it, and it's actually kind of nice. If you've ever seen anybody that has a pedestal hooked up to a TV or something hanging on the wall, it's very, very similar. And actually quite enjoyable to play. I was kind of surprised at that, but I thought it might feel like you're standing a little far away from the screen, and it really doesn't. So the 2-in-1 drive, the VR drive, what else did I add? Oh, the powder-coated coin door. We have another customer to thank for this. It was a customer request. They asked of Daryl if you saw the Back to the Future machine, and I apologize. He reached out to me after one of the other videos, and I cannot remember his name now off the top of my head. But he requested it. Daryl showed it off. My machine was basically done. They were just waiting on the topper to come in. And while we were waiting on the topper, I just emailed Donna and said, hey, can we do this? And he's like, yeah. So we'll got that done. Sorry, kind of had a random thought there. It's kind of messed me up. I was thinking about the rails. If anybody saw my first video, the rails on my machine had a little bit of damage in shipping from the screws that hold this on, and I called XGC, and within, I think it was 19 days, I had a new set, and they're laying right down here on the floor. And I'll be doing another video showing how to put those on and move them. So sorry about the awkward pause there. But anyway, today we're not going to do this. We're going to show a little gameplay. And I found I found a table that really shows off all the toys in the machine. The gear motor, the blower fan, the shaker motor, everything. And that's the Austin Powers table. It really is a pretty cool table. When you get the ball in this time machine hole, it activates the blower fan. In fact, you don't even have to get it in there. If you get it up on the ramp, sometimes the blower fan comes on. Dr. Evil is hiding right underneath this. And I think it actually does pop up in the video they recorded, but he'll pop up and you can really hear the gear motor going. The shaker motor goes, I believe it's when you get it in the toilet. I can't remember. There's something, maybe it's the multi-ball. When the multi-ball starts, the shaker motor goes off. But it was a really fun table that shows off, all the solenoids, the blower fan, the LEDs with the LED matrix in the back and everything are really nice on this table. And it was one of those where, hey, I just got surprised that all of a sudden the blower fan's working in the Austin Powers table. Didn't expect it, which again is kind of cool. So I don't know if this table is the Vpin workshop table. So So we'll go ahead and load it. And I don't know if it does this in the standard one or not, or if it was added by Vpin Workshop. I'm not sure about that. So what I'm going to do, let's see what the volume is. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the GoPro that I have here that will shoot over my shoulder and try to record some gameplay. Real quick before we do that, just want to go over the screen and show you how gorgeous this screen is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Even the back box and the it's just, I mean, I can't get over how awesome these screens are that they include, that they have in the machine. This is the 144 hertz Asus. So let's take a break and show a little bit of gameplay. I'll apologize right now for how horrible I probably am at this game. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, let's go ahead and load up this machine. We'll put some quarters in here, and we'll give it a start. Hear the gear motor there? Pretty awesome. And there goes the blower fan. There's a blower fan again. Gotta get Dr. Evil to pop up so you can hear the gear motor.
Powered always because he has. I'm going to go back to the 60 gear Austin Power Studio. Four-handed power. Hey, Howard always confused because he has Joe.
Right down the middle. And there goes Dr. Evil in the gear motor.
Good, baby. Very good.
So I know you guys can hear that. What you can't see is, you can't feel it. It does vibrate the machine when the gear motor is going. It's not a whole lot, but you do feel it. Nowhere near like the shaker motor. Having a real stern shaker motor in the machine, it's just as good as a regular normal standard pinball machine. It just shakes the crap out of the cabinet, and it sometimes it startles you, sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's like, what the. But anyway, back to the game. I guess this is ball 2. So
Howard always confused because he has Joe.
Come on.
Howard always confused because he has Here's the plan. We get the warhead and we hold the world ransom for $1 million. See you in the future, Mr. Power.
Okay, guys, so there you go. We'll leave it on this for right now, but the awesomeness of this machine, you just kind of got to experience it in person. It's just amazing. Let me turn the volume down here a little bit so you can hear. Actually, I'm going to switch back over to my phone and do a little wrap up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we're back. Just want to do a quick wrap up here. First of all, I want to give a special shout out to the guys at Vpin Workshop. As you can see, the table that I just played was their version of the Austin Powers table. It's phenomenal. I believe there's, I don't know, 25, 30 Vpin Workshop tables on the machine from Xtreme Gaming Cabinets. they're so good that their own wheel was dedicated to them, so it makes it easy to find them. But yeah, so special thanks to those guys. Real quick, I'll mention one of the things I do. There's a gripe in the community about people that sell machines and include all the tables and the software. I want to make it real clear that Xtreme Gaming Cabinets does not sell software. They don't sell the tables. They don't sell that stuff. They configure the software on the drive to work with their equipment. They will not sell you a pinball drive loaded with tables for you to use in your own machine at home or something like that. You have to buy the cabinet with their hardware configured in their configuration, and what they're simply doing is setting up these tables and software to work in their machine. Now, I realize that this is a very controversial thing in the community for virtual pinball. So for myself, I struggled when I built my own with keeping everything running with updates and adding new stuff and new tables, and it was just a pain with my own hardware and whatnot. And I just eventually I sold my machine and I ordered one from Xtreme Gaming Cabinets because I needed my kids to be able to play it. I could make it work sitting there fussing with it, getting into the machine, editing the scripts and doing all that, but I couldn't get it consistent to where my kids could just come down, turn the machine on and play and not break it. So when I saw that they had the frozen drive and it's impossible to break the machine from that perspective, from a software perspective anyway, you just reboot and it restores everything so that it works the way it did the day you got it. Unless there's a hardware issue in the machine that's causing a problem, you really can't break the thing. So, I mean, that just had me sold. But at the same time, I am sensitive to the people that are get upset about people that sell machines that have tables preloaded on them. So I saw another guy do this, so I'm not going to claim it as an original idea. But what I do is when I play a table that I have not downloaded or commented on any of the websites, whether it's Vpin Universe or even I think Vpinball shut down. So I guess my GoPro's turning off. So even if it's a table that I maybe had downloaded and commented on Vpinball and now that site's gone, I'll do it again. I keep a little notebook. I wanted to show it, but it's actually upstairs on my desk because I was downloading and leaving comments. But whenever I play a table, the gripe seems to be that the table authors like to see how many downloads they get and they like to see their comments. And so that's why they have a fuss. And they, there's still a thing, they feel like maybe somebody's making money off of them, but that's not the case. Xtreme Gaming Cabinets does not charge you for any of that software. They charge you for the hard drive that it's all on, and they charge you their time to do the configuration, but they're configuring it for the hardware that you're buying from them. And I get that. It's just like an iPhone. Apple sells you their OS with the iPhone. You don't get to do your own thing. So, but anyway, I am sensitive to the table creators. Without them, there wouldn't be an industry. So I do go on to Vpin Universe, do the download, and leave a comment with any table I play on the machine. Not just play and enjoy. If I go through and play a table that I haven't played before and I don't have it written down in my little notebook that I've left a comment, then I write it in there, I put the date, and sometimes I'll play for a couple days, and then I'll take it up and leave a comment, download it, and check those off. So I want to talk about that for a bit. The other thing is, real quick, to talk about some upcoming videos. You guys have all seen it down here on the floor, but this is a 2-in-1 machine, as we talked about earlier. The 2-in-1 control panel and the joypad are here. So I am going to do another video just on using that, kind of a little review of the 2-in-1 add-on, how it goes on over the system, how it works. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go ahead and get into the Hyperspin drive. We're going to use both the gamepad and the 2-in-1 controller provided by Xtreme Gaming Cabinets with the system to play on the back box with the Hyperspin drive. Another video we're going to do, since I did get the VR drive, we are going to hook up the VR. I have an Oculus Rift S, which is what I believe was used to create the VR drive at for the system. I'm going to use a wall hanger, and I'm going to hang the Rift S right here between these two machines with the controllers, and it's going to be dedicated to the pinball. I have another VR headset. There's an Oculus Quest 2 that's over here. That's pretty cool. As you can see, we're a bit of Minion fans in this house. So this one is neat. It uses a little USB thing there, and USB charger plugs in right here. So you just hang it up, and it charges, keeps it charged. Now the remotes you still have to put batteries in, but these nifty little handheld things make that very easy. Let's see if I can show it. Because this little flap, let me open it up here. Little flap opens up. You take the case off that slides off of it, and then this becomes the new case, this blue thing. And all you have to do is flip this rubber thing up and put the battery in, and then you just push it back in, and it seals back in there. And there you go, done. So it makes changing the batteries in them way easier. Oops, it goes this way. So anyway, it's right there, and that's the one the kids use. They use it out here in the middle area. This is where they normally are doing stuff. So anyway, so we're going to do the VR drive video. We're going to do the 2-in-1 video. I've been thinking about some other things. I've got some other kind of creative ideas to do with the machine that will be kind of modding things. So we're going to do some videos on that in the future. Also going to do some videos on adding some new specific tables. So just literally step by step how to do it, how to add it, how to when updates come out. So one of the things I have not done yet on my drive, or my system is what they call it, is the new BAM physics stuff. I believe Daryl's already done that to 1.6, so anybody getting a machine that they're releasing now, I believe you'll have that. My machine came out just before. I was lucky enough to get the Future Pinball upgrade to the Star Wars table, that from Terry Red, so that was cool, but it didn't have the new physics. So I'll be doing that with the machine. We'll see how that goes on my system, so I'll probably make a video for doing that as well. So if anybody has any comments, any ideas for videos, any things you'd like to see, leave those down below, and I'm sure we'll try to get those answered for you. But thanks for watching, and again, special thanks to all the guys at Xtreme Gaming Cabinets and the guys at Vpin Workshop. Just can't tell you how fun this is to play. Thanks, guys.